Good morning, fellow Plexers. So this is my third video in a series. I started out by prepping ZorinOS, which is an Ubuntu distribution, to be a Plex server with Docker container. And the second video is to get the Docker container installed by using Dockhand once Docker was set up. And basically that's all prep work to do this video. So on Reddit, I was asked if I could do a video of Windows 11 to the new ZorinOS. So that's what we'll do. I'm not going to reference any support article. It's pretty easy to move Plex Server. And it all starts with the Plex Server itself under Windows. So I'm going here, I'm going to right click, and I'm going to open Plex. So you see it's opening at a local host address. Now my regular server content shows, so I'm going to go to the wrench. This Windows server is already showing. Here's my regular server plus other test servers. And you'll see grayed out is a bench ZorinOS. That's another system that's shut down that shares the same monitor I'm on right now. So I want to show you the libraries here. I've renamed everything in brackets to add Win11 after it, so you'll see those transfer over to Zorin. And inside, I went in and edited all the movie posters to be something different than what the default poster would be, just so that this different metadata sticks out like a sore thumb. So every poster for series and movies are going to be different than what they would be if Plex just scanned them in fresh. And I just created a collection called Windows 10 in this TV show library. And there's even a little public domain music library. Not a lot I could do here, but I did change the default poster for each artist, just to have a little custom metadata. Okay, so it all starts by prepping within the web app. And it doesn't matter where you're moving Plex from or to, it's all the same process. So what I want to do is, before I start anything, and Plex's support article on moving a server doesn't tell you to do this, but I want to go to troubleshooting and I want to optimize the database and clean bundles. If you've never done this before and you have a large Plex collection, this will take a while. But most likely, with default settings, this is going on under scheduled task anyway. Okay, and then you go to Settings and Library, and you want to turn off any automatic scanning. Make sure that's all off. And also make sure empty trash automatically after every scan is off too. And you drop down and you save your changes. That's pretty much it. Then you go down to the hidden icons section, right click on the Plex icon, and you want to uncheck Start Plex Server at Login. And go back in and double check. And then you can exit Plex Server. Plex Server must be shut down. So if I refresh this, I've lost connection to this server. So if I go to the default web app, which is just app.plex.tv, and this is opening as a Chrome app, if I go to the wrench icon now, we'll see that the server name bench-windows 11 June 2025 is no longer available. Alright, so now we have to move media and the Plex server someplace to use in the other operating system. So let's get the Plex server application zipped up. So in the Files app or the File Manager, whatever it's called, under Windows. And just know that I gave up Windows during the XP days in 2006 to use Ubuntu, later Elementary OS, and then Pop OS for a little bit. I'm back to Ubuntu, and I kind of test things out. But any Ubuntu-based distro is what we're going to show you moving this to. In the previous video showed how to get Plex set up. So from here I want to go to, what do I want? I think I want users. I don't know where users are. All right, let me start this fresh. Well, that was Tautuli. Open up the File Manager app. Click on this PC. Then click on Devices and Drives in your local drive. And then you can find Users. Click into your username. Click into the App Data folder. I'm trying to see if I can make this larger under Windows. And then into the local. And then this is what you want to be at. So don't click into Plex Media Server. Right click it. And let's see. Compress to. Choose zip file. And let it do its thing. The larger your server is, the more time this will take. And if you have a large Windows server and you've got thumbnails enabled, you might want to go into the settings and disable the thumbnails to get rid of them, to make the Plex application folder smaller. Okay, so I'm going to rename this Plex Media Server Win 11 to ZorinOS. So now let's put this on a network drive. So let me use another instance of the File Explorer. And let me go to my main Synology NAS. I'll go to storage. I'll create a folder. Let's see, how do I do it? Under Windows, New, Folder. Win 11 to ZorinOS, and I'm going to copy this zip file, or actually cut and paste. So it's on the network drive. So I also need to move my media. So I'm going to go to Home, and this is all public domain media. Let's see. Let's right click it. Choose Properties. 211 gigabytes. This will take a little bit. So let me copy it and paste it over. So this will take about 30 minutes. When I continue this video, we will be out of Windows and I will be back in ZorinOS, and we'll get this going under Zorin. Just remember, you want to make sure that Plex has stopped and you've unchecked, before you stop it, you've unchecked the automatically start option, because I don't know if you're going to continue to use this Windows server. And seeing that you want to keep the same server name, if you have users, you don't want two instances of it starting up at two different local IP addresses. Okay, so I will get back to you once this is done, and we'll just jump right into ZorinOS. We'll bring these files into ZorinOS, and we'll replace the existing Plex server installed under ZorinOS with this Windows server. And then we'll end this series of Plex under ZorinOS videos. Thanks for watching, and happy Plexing.